What if I told you that one simple exercise helped Soviet special forces, Olympic champions, and even men in their 80s keep powerful legs long after most people had accepted weakness as a normal part of aging? And the craziest part? It's probably not the exercise you think. Most people believe losing leg strength after 50 is inevitable. They assume that getting weaker, slower, and less stable is simply part of getting older. Climbing stairs becomes harder. Getting up from a chair requires effort. Balance starts to disappear. And eventually, many people begin to think that aging itself is the problem. But according to legendary strength coach Pavel Tsatsouline, aging isn't the real enemy. Neglect is. For decades, the Soviet Union had a secret weapon. Not a machine, not a fancy program, not expensive supplements, just one movement, the squat. But not the kind of squat most people know. Instead, Soviet scientists and coaches developed a 5-level progression system that could build strength gradually and safely, allowing people to maintain strong, capable legs well into their 60s, 70s, and even beyond. Pavel spent years studying Soviet military training and elite athletes, and he kept finding the same answer over and over again. Strength is the foundation of everything. As Pavel famously said, strength is the mother quality of all physical qualities. Think about that for a moment. When you become stronger, everything improves. You walk better, you move faster, you maintain balance, you reduce your risk of falling, you protect your independence, and perhaps most importantly, you continue living life on your own terms. But there's the mistake most people over 50 make. They jump straight into heavy training. Years of sitting have tightened their hips, their ankles have lost mobility, their backs are stiff, their knees don't move properly anymore. Then they throw a heavy barbell on their shoulders and wonder why their joints hurt. That's why the Soviet system starts with something much simpler. Level 1 is called the Prying Goblet Squat. And honestly, it doesn't even feel like a workout. It feels more like rebuilding communication between your brain and your body. You hold a kettlebell or dumbbell close to your chest, sink down into a deep squat, and instead of immediately standing up, you stay there. You gently shift your weight, move side to side, lean forward slightly, take slow breaths, explore the position. Pavel called this process finding space. He compared it to pulling a concrete post out of the ground. If you pull hard in one direction, the rope snaps. But if you wiggle the post and continuously change angles, eventually it loosens. Your joints work exactly the same way. Over time, this movement restores mobility in the hips and ankles, wakes up muscles that may have been inactive for years, and teaches the body that these positions are safe again. This isn't about exhausting yourself. It's about restoring yourself. Once mobility improves, you move to level 2, the goblet squat. This may be the perfect squat for people over 50. Instead of placing weight on your back, you hold it in front of your chest. That small difference changes everything. Because the weight is in front, gravity naturally keeps your torso upright. Your core activates, your posture improves, and your spine experiences far less stress. You simply can't cheat the movement. Every repetition teaches your body how to move correctly. Pavel emphasized something that completely changed how millions of people think about exercise. Training should be practice, not punishment. Most people treat workouts as battles. They try to destroy themselves. They chase exhaustion. But the Soviet philosophy was different. Every rep should make you better, not more broken, not more tired, better. And surprisingly, you don't need endless sets and hundreds of repetitions. Just 3 workouts a week, 3 to 5 sets, 3 to 5 reps. That's it. Simple, efficient, sustainable, because consistency beats intensity over the long term. After mastering the goblet squat, the next step is the front squat. Now the barbell rests on the front of your shoulders. Think of it as a more advanced version of the goblet squat. You can use more weight, challenge your core even further, and build tremendous strength while maintaining excellent posture. The front squat forces honesty. If your mechanics are wrong, the lift simply won't work. Pavel often compared learning to squat with learning to swim. Nobody jumps straight into deep water. You start where you can stand, you learn the basics, You gain confidence, then gradually you move deeper. That's exactly what the Soviet system teaches. And eventually you earn the right to perform the back squat. This is the classic squat most people picture when they think about strength training. A heavy barbell resting across the shoulders. But Pavel warned that this should never be the starting point for people who haven't trained seriously in years. Your legs are meant to carry heavy loads. Your spine isn't. That's why mobility and proper technique must come first. When performed correctly, the back squat becomes one of the most powerful exercises ever created. It develops the entire posterior chain, your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back. These are the muscles responsible for standing, walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining independence as you age. And perhaps the most incredible example comes from Pavel's own father. He started powerlifting at the age of 71, an age when many people believe muscle growth is impossible. Yet, by age 77, he deadlifted 413 pounds without a belt and set American records in his age category. He gained 20 pounds of muscle. From behind, people thought he looked decades younger, proof that strength has no expiration date. But the fifth and highest level of the Soviet system may surprise you: jump squats. Because strength alone isn't enough. Power matters too. You squat down and explode upward into a jump, then land softly and repeat. This exercise trains fast-twitch muscle fibers, the fibers responsible for speed, explosiveness, and quick reactions. Ironically, these are the very fibers that decline the fastest with age. Pavel shared the story of Rudolf, a Soviet Olympic weightlifting champion. Even in his mid-80s, Rudolf was still performing jump squats with 200 pounds. Not to impress anyone, not to show off, but because he understood something most people never learn. Staying powerful is part of staying young. And that's really the message behind the Soviet method. This isn't a trend. It's not a fitness fad. It's a system tested on elite soldiers, world champions, and some of the strongest and most resilient humans ever studied. And the principle is simple. Don't rush. Don't skip steps. Respect the process. Because the process works. Your legs were never designed to become weak after 50. Weakness isn't aging. Weakness is neglect. And the good news? Neglect can be reversed. One exercise, 5 levels, a lifetime of strength. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with someone who needs stronger legs, and subscribe to the channel for more science-backed training methods that can help you stay strong, healthy, and independent for decades to come. Because growing older is inevitable. Growing weaker doesn't have to be.